To my understanding, all British fighters from British title level and above are subject to stringent drug testing. And there is a drug testing organization in the UK called UKAD, UK Anti-Doping. And they work very closely with the British Border Boxing Control. And I'd heard Eddie Hearn talk about the fact that Anthony Joshua, a guy who there was a lot of speculation about whether he's using PEDs or not, but Eddie Hearn had said that Anthony Joshua has been random drug tested before many of his fights, and certainly his last few fights. And in this article, which again I'll link in the description below, Anthony Joshua was talking about being randomly drug tested by UKAD, how they turned up to a Nando'S restaurant while he was in Sheffield and wanted a urine sample there and then. Everything involving Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn and Kugan Cassius seems to revolve around Nando's restaurants. These guys live in Nando's. Like, do they ever eat anywhere else? And I like Nando's, by the way. You know, obviously, I've been knowing about and eating in Nando's from before it was trendy now. You know, anybody that's from London will know about Nando's, especially if you're from South London. You know that Nando's has been around for time. Like, you know, I was eating in Nando's 10, 15 years ago. It's only now in the past, 5-6 years that it's become popular nationwide in the UK. And obviously it's not even a UK chain, but prior to the past, like I say, 5-6 years, nobody outside of London, or very few people outside of London, even knew what Nando's was. It was really a London thing. So anyway, let me not talk about Nando's. Let me get back to the topic at hand here. Anthony Joshua and these this random drug test, which the UKAD sprung on him in Nando's in Sheffield. And he goes on to say, where does he say it now? I'm looking through this this article. Again, the article is linked in the description below so you can read it for yourselves. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just Eddie Hearn that said this, but I could have sworn that there was a part in this article where he says that drug cheats should be banned for life. I know his promoter Eddie Hearn has said that several times, but I don't know. Oh yeah, he does say it. Yeah, he said anyone who is found guilty of taking drugs to better their performance in the ring and is caught should be banned for life. That's what Anthony Joshua says in this article. So go have a read of it for yourselves. That doesn't mean that he's innocent. That don't mean that he can't be doping. But as I've mentioned before, I did a video about Anthony Joshua. I think it was called Anthony Joshua, Is He on Steroids or PEDs or something like that. And in that video, I said most people seem to be basing Anthony Joshua's alleged PED use on his physique. And that is more born out of jealousy, in my opinion. Some people are just naturally, genetically blessed and they have incredible physiques. Just because a guy has a physique like that, trust me, it don't mean that he's juicing. There are plenty of people that have it naturally. Okay, not me or you. But let's not get jealous now. If he is juicing, and again, I don't dismiss the notion that he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. If he is juicing, we're not going to find out until his career is on the way down. While he's up there and he's a cash cow, there are far too many mouths that he's feeding for him to be getting caught at this juncture. You know, way too many mouths are getting fed. So when he's on the way down, then we might find something out, you know, if there's anything to find out. Maybe he's clean. Like I say, if you're just basing it on his physique, that's so silly. When I'm looking at somebody as a potential drug cheat, I'm looking at, has there been a sudden change in his physique? I'm talking about sudden. I'm talking about like Marquez with Pacquiao. In a few short months, Marquez was, nearly 40 years old? And in a few short months, this guy turned from, having very little muscle definition and being a bit flabby at nearly 40 years old to looking like a flipping linebacker. Come on now, and having acne all over his body and refusing random drug testing for several fights. Come on now. You can put two and two together and know it makes four. Yeah, that's so good. And plus, he was hitting a lot harder. The guy that he hadn't dropped in 3 previous fights, he dropped him twice and knocked him out cold in the 4th Pacquiao fight. You know, when I see stuff like that, then I get suspicious. Okay? But when it's just a guy with a incredible physique, that's not enough to be suspicious, people. Yeah, that's just, in my opinion, a lot of jealousy, man. So, anyway, with all that being said, have a read of the article for yourselves and let me know what you think. All right? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.